press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Sir Justin Trudeau's 8-day trip to India has been a bumpy one, politically speaking, but Canadian and Indian companies have managed to walk away with $1 billion worth of deals. Will trade talks later today be as successful? Joining me now live from Mumbai is our business reporter, Samir Hashmi. So Samir, let's talk about first the $1 billion. In which sectors did we see larger cooperation between the two countries?
Well, Mr. Trudeau was able to sign these deals after having one-on-one meetings with some of the big corporate leaders here in India. These are primarily tech companies that have decided to invest. And this $1 billion will be spread between Canada and India. So it's not just investment by Indian companies into Canada, but even some Canadian governments have decided to invest in India. And the investment made by the Indian companies will create 6,000 jobs in Canada. But I think the real details will emerge after the trip, where they'll give out a detailed plan as to which are the specific areas in which the Canadian companies are going to invest. Infrastructure is something which Canadian companies are looking in a big way to invest in India.
All right, let's talk about trade right now. Where do they agree and disagree? In which industries and sectors?
There's a huge scope for trade to grow between the two countries. Now, despite India and Canada having deep cultural ties, because Indians have a huge presence in Canada in terms of population and their influence, bilateral trade between the two countries is only $8 billion. So there's a huge opportunity. Today, Mr. Trudeau is going to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi, where both the countries will have formal trade talks. Areas that will be under focus are clean energy, civil nuclear cooperation, and also water. Infrastructure is something that India is looking at in a big way because Canadian Pension Fund wants to invest in India. India is trying to modernize its infrastructure. It needs billions of dollars. So that's one area where we could see some announcement. The other issue which Canada could raise is with India, that India recently imposed a hefty import duty on products like chickpeas and beans. That's hurting Canadian farmers. So that's something that Canada could raise with India.
All right, thank you so much for joining us and that update. Our Mumbai business reporter, Samir Hashmi.